Well, so today we will learn the interpolation of the point data. Point data is usually generated in the different fields like metrology, in which the point data is generated at the different observatory, and then for the different analysis you will require the data to be interpolated in terms of the layer. So first we need to generate the data, because we are not having the ready-made data which has been collected. So we will just generate the data, artificial data you can say, and this data should be generated in Excel. So we will open the Excel sheet first. So serial number, station name or point name, whatever you call it, will depend on the kind of data you are using. Suppose you want to create the layer of disease or pest, so in that case that would be the site name instead of station name, the site name. Then longitude and latitude, and then the parameters. So parameter could be anything. Right now we are just taking the temperature, right? And because we are just assuming this data, it has not been captured from anywhere, so we will imagine all these values. So we can take 10 stations data. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. You can take any number. Station names are not known to us, so maybe we can give any name, any imaginary name, XXX. And now we will have to provide the longitude and latitude. See, longitude and latitude can be provided in two ways: in the degree decimal system and the degree minute and second system. So whatever system you are using, you should be clear in your mind, because that information needs to be provided to the GIS software. Then only it will be able to accurately recognize the location of that station, and the location of the station is very, very important. So like we can start 78.25, latitude maybe 28.96, temperature could be 35.6, then 78.99, 29.06, temperature would be 34.5, likewise 79.28, 29.15, 34.1, 79.68, 29.16, 33.4, then 78.39, 9.67, and this would be 41.4, then 79.86, bit 29.99, bit 29.58, then 77.98, then it would be 30.58, 27.68, then 78.56, 30.76, 25.69, then 79.68, So that way you can generate the data. All these are imaginary values, mostly focusing on the region of Uttarakhand. We had assumed that no, we are taking all these points from the Uttarakhand. After creating this data, this is artificial data as I mentioned, then you will have to save it in the text file. And when you have to save it in the text file, you should save it as a CSV, comma delimited file, CSV format. So save as, go to the directory where you used to save your work, e.g. practical and QGIS, and mat data, or you can say temperature, and you will have to save it in the CSV, that is comma delimited. In there is another comma delimited.csv. Save, say OK, yes, and now you can see it. When you will open it and just close it from here, this is the file which you have created. You can also open it in any text editor like Notepad, and here you can see everything has been separated by the comma, right? So you can also create this kind of file in this text. So this comma is important. Whenever you will put comma, the system will read it as a different observation of the different entity. Now I am closing it down, and now I will open Quantum GIS software. Say OK. So maybe you can open any existing project. Last time you have created this layer consumption. Before that The watershed analysis has been created. Before that, the digitizing, or you can also generate independent or the new project, maybe the new project. And after creating this new project, it would always be good to open any existing file of the region, okay, the region of which you are using the data. So to add any existing file, you know that you can add with this vector button, browse. So any layer of the GIS which you had created or maybe the downloaded from Diva GIS, like this. So this India admin 2 shape, which is containing basically the district level layer, open, or maybe the layer which is just having the districts of Uttarakhand we had not yet created, I think. So we will open it, this too. Right? So what we can do is, just for ease of doing exercises, we can draw only the districts of Uttarakhand from this bigger layer. And this process is simple. You will have to select all the districts of Uttarakhand and then you can save it as a new layer. So Uttarakhand districts are these. You can see. So you can select by using this function. Select, pressing control button, this, this. There are 13 districts. We can count if we had completed all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. So we had selected all 13 districts. This is one procedure of selecting the districts and then creating a new layer. The other procedure of selecting district would be, you can open the attribute file, and in attribute file you can see the name 2 is containing the name of the district, name 1 is containing the name of the state. So it is always good to sort it in ascending or descending order, and then go to that place where the Uttarakhand has been mentioned, like after Uttar Pradesh, Uttaranchal, because we had selected there, so it has automatically selected. But you can also select it from here. Suppose you are getting this screen, if you are not selected earlier, you will get this screen, and then you can select from here as well. So all these Uttaranchal districts, again you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So from here as well, when you will select from here, so again these would be highlighted in yellow color. So irrespective to selection from where you have done, the selected features will be highlighted in yellow color. Right? Once you have selected, now save these selected districts or selected features as a new layer. So press the right hand button on this existing layer and press the save as. And here it is important to remember that when you are saving it as, always select the save only selected feature button and then give a new name and the place. So maybe we can save it here, or maybe we can save it here. So Uttarakhand districts. Yeah, otherwise all would be saved as a new layer, then there is no meaning of saving all as a new layer. So this feature is very, very important. Say OK, and now you can see a new layer has been created, and now you can remove this older layer and you see only the districts of Uttarakhand, those are visible. Now you can also save this project. Save. So because we are doing interpolations, we will save it as interpolation. Right? Now, after displaying the districts of Uttarakhand, now you will have to add that CSV file which you had created. Right now it is a kind of a text file which you have created. To add that, you will have to use this comma add button. You can see that there is a comma and then there is also add button. So this button is especially meant to add CSV file. Here there are different options: CSV, comma separated value, custom delimiter. You can also use other delimiters like space delimiters or some special character delimiters can also be used. But this time you have used this CSV, comma separated values. Now browse where you have saved this file. It is in PG Practical and within GIS folder. So this you can see because you have selected this CSV text, DAT and WKT files. So only those files which are having this extension, those would be visible. Now select it, say open. Once you had opened it, so these would be displayed here. Okay, the file has been displayed in the same manner as you had created: serial number, station name, longitude, latitude, and the temperature. Now it is important here in this geometry definition, you will have to select this point coordinate, and here x field and y field you will have to define which are these in this file. What is x field? X field would be basically the variable which is varying on x-axis. So what is that? Longitude. Longitude is varying on x-axis, latitude is varying on y-axis. So against x field you will have to select this long field, so long, and against y you will have to select latitude. And now here it is important to give a consideration to this option, whether you have created this longitude and latitude in degree, minute, second, or simply the degree decimal. So if you are selecting it, it should be in the degree, minute and second, but right now you have created it in degree decimal. So degree decimal is the default selection, so need not to select it, right? If you want to create it in terms of the degree, minute and second, so the degree should be separated from the minute by giving a space, and then the second should also be separated from the minute, again giving a space. You want to use? You can use those systems because these others will be using this. Fine. After selecting it, then say OK. And also remember that this should also be selected. First record as a field name. Otherwise, it will also use the first file as a record. But these are not the record, these are the name of record. So that should also be selected. First record as field name. And if suppose there is an additional lines which are blank or some other information you have written, so that accordingly you should discard those lines. Right now we are not having any additional line, so it is 0. If suppose you have also another blank line, so then the 1 should be written. Say OK, and now you can see these points are visible. There are few points which are within the Uttarakhand, but at the same time there are certain points which have moved out of the Uttarakhand because we had assumed these values. You can also check this data. Open field, open attributes, and the same table is also visible here. Now after doing it, then you will have to interpolate this data. An interpolation of data would be through the raster option, and in raster you can use interpolation function. Interpolation, right? This interpolation function will also be visible here in the main window. Using it directly from this GUI, it will not make any difference. Press And here it is important to select the appropriate thing at the appropriate place. Vector layer would be the temperature data. This is this layer, and the interpolation attribute in this case would be the temperature, this. And after selecting it, you will have to add. So now you can see it has been added, the vector layer, the attribute, and the type is point. And now here you will have to select the interpolation method. Two methods have been given, triangulation interpolation and inverse distance. So inverse distance we are going to select, and after selecting it, then you can define the resolution of the output layer, either defining the number of columns and number of rows, or you can directly define the cell size form. Okay, if you are changing one, the other would be automatically changed. So probably it would be good to have the 30-meter resolution, because most of the data like DAM file, then the Landsat data, that is having the 30-meter resolution. So it would be good to create this layer again with the 30-meter resolution. And 30 meter in terms of the degree would be 0.00278. Okay, 8 it is not taking, up to only 5 places. So maybe we can write 0.0028. Copy, and the same thing you can paste here, and you can see automatically it has changed number of columns and number of rows. Triangulation is another technique of the interpolation. It will create the surface would be created with the help of these triangles, not the boxes. Right now the surface would be created by using the pixels. Pixels are boxes, but in the other technique, this triangle would be used in order to create the layer, right? And triangles are still the vector format, so that cannot be used for then the mathematical analysis. Then the extent you will have to give in terms of the latitude and longitude. You can also set the current extent. So current extent, it has slightly changed, and then it has also changed but the cell size, right? You can see the cell size has also been changed. It would be good to again give it to 8 and to 8, right? And now give the name to this file, which would be created. Temperature interpolated, and now say OK. This bar is showing you the progress, how much has been done, because it is a big file, it is covering large extent, entire frame, so it will take some time. And that too, it will also depend on what kind of resolution you are achieving. The moment you are going for the higher resolution, it will have to create more number of boxes, and when it will have to create more number of boxes, it will require more time. Now you see the layer has been created. It is a big layer now, so it is taking time, and the big layer is because we have used high resolution. So you can see that way, the point information has been converted into the layer information. But right now, it is not appealing much because of its color, the gray color. You can also convert it into that pseudo color, and when you have created, it has come at the top, so you can also bring it to the bottom this way. And now if you want, you can also make a clip of this layer, so that only up to this extent, only the extent of the mainland of Uttarakhand, your layer is visible, and the outside of Uttarakhand, the pixels are masked out. So that is possible through the clip option, clip or extraction. So again, go to the raster and go to extraction, and in extraction you will find the clipper button. So press it, and then it will ask you to provide the input file name. Input would be raster file, and this is this file, temperature interpolated. Automatically it has selected because there is only one raster file. Had there been more files, so you will have to then select the appropriate file. Then the output file, new file would be created. So give the new name, where is temperature interpolated. Where had we saved it? GIS temperature in ASC. Anyway, give the name temperature. Interpolated but clipped. Clipped or extract. Processing completed, say OK, and now close it. And now you can unselect the main file, and now you can see the main file has been now removed, and you can see that in the background there is the interpolated file with the extent of mainland of Uttarakhand. You can also see it through the layer of districts of Uttarakhand by making it transparent or just removing this color. Go to the simple file, simple fill, and instead of the solid fill style you say no brush. The outline width you can increase little bit, apply, OK, and now you can see. And these points are also visible, right? And now you can give color as well to this layer. This is still in the grayscale, and in order to display it in color, double click this layer and go to the style. In style you can see a render type is the single band gray. So instead of this you will have to select the single band pseudo color, and now you can see that it has shown the minimum and the maximum range, but minimum and maximum range after having 2% cut on both sides. You can use the full range by pressing this minimum, maximum and load button. You can see this value has been changed, and you can also see that the entire range has been classified into the 5 different categories. Now say apply, OK. So this is the layer in the color, and now you can see that the color is telling you something. This kind of little bit magenta and indigo type color, it is showing you that these are the regions with low temperature 24.11. Then these are the regions with little higher temperature, these regions. Then the temperature with further high regions, almost white color or very light green color you can see. Then with increasing density of green color, the temperature is increasing. So that way, you can show it in the color. If you are not happy with this color combination, you can also give your own color. Again, double clicking it and giving it some other colors. You can press any color twice and then you can select any color from here. There is another option if you want to just invert it, so you can press this button and now you can see this color system has been inverted and is little bit convincing. The green colored regions with the low temperature and these magenta colored regions with the higher temperature. So you can see the pattern has just inverted. But if you want to specifically mention like high temperature with the red color, so that is also possible. There are different options through which you can select the colors. That way. So red colored regions are the regions with high temperature, and this blue or cyan color regions are those with the low temperature.